I wanted to make a brief introduction for everyone about why I decided to upload this video again.
2 or 3 days ago, one of the girls who appears in the video, in the museum part, contacted me and kindly asked me to blur their faces. It turns out that in Chechnya, for those who don't know, it can be frowned upon. If a girl, especially in a video like this one, which went viral and reached up to 300,000 views before I deleted it, well, it can be frowned upon for a girl to appear on video or in photos. So, on my part, I told her it was no problem. The last thing I would want is for these girls who treated me so well to get involved in any kind of controversy. And well, I'm also very fond of the video. The girls told me they really liked the video and that it was fine to blur their faces and repost it. They said they were okay with it.
So I just wanted to explain this to you. The video is basically the same as the original you uploaded, except for this little introduction. That's all. Let's not talk about it anymore, and let's get to the video. This is our national carpet with a traditional pattern. Mothers used to teach their daughters from an early age.
Hello, where are you from?
I'm Spanish.
Spanish.
I haven't changed the tire in years. On top of that, here in the middle of Chechnya, in an area with no signal.
Are you Muslim? You look Arab.
Salam alaikum from Shali in the Republic of Chechnya, here in a city about 30 kilometers south of the capital, Grozny. As you can see, here is one of the biggest and most beautiful mosques, also in this republic, not to mention in Europe. On the outside, as you can see, there are golden touches, pure white, very carefully crafted decorations, and inside a lot of Swarovski crystals, just like the one in Grozny. But today I'm not going to explore the city, instead I'm going to the mountains of Chechnya. In the previous video, as you know, we were exploring Chechnya and Grozny, specifically. On the street, in the markets, at the barber shop, talking to people. But to get a closer look at the idiosyncrasy and personality of the Chechen people, you need to head to the mountains. And that's where I'm going today, so join me in a new video as we head to the mountains of Chechnya. Let's go. Let's see, because I've seen a little stand selling kvass. Let's try Chechen kvass. Salam alaikum. Kvass. My name is Victor.
I'm Abu Malik.
A small glass, please. It's cold, right?
Small or large?
How much is it?
The small one is 20 rubles and the large one is 40 rubles.
Do you have change for 500 rubles?
For 500, no.
Do you work here all summer?
Yes, all summer.
I work for a month. And then to school, right?
Yes.
I'll see if I have rubles. Let's see, I don't have enough and he doesn't have change, damn it. Let's see. Here are the 20 rubles. Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
From Spain, from Madrid. Do you know it? Real Madrid. The kvass is very tasty. It's Chechen kvass, right?
Yes, Chechen.
It's the first time I've tried it. And you salute, it's very tasty.
Is Spain beautiful?
It's very beautiful.
Is there soccer?
Yes, a lot. Do you like it?
Not much.
You prefer wrestling.
No.
Don't you like sports?
It's boxing, judo. Although I would like to know how to play soccer.
Very well. Thank you very much. Take care.
Same to you. Have a good trip.
There you have the Chechen guys working for a month in the summer to earn something, really to help their families. I don't know what kind of roads we're going to find. Just so you get an idea, the global positioning system says 87 kilometers to the destination I set inside the mountains, I mean deep inside the mountains, in the Republic of Chechnya, and it says 2 hours and 2 minutes for 90 kilometers. We'll basically see what condition the roads in the mountains of Chechnya are in. Look, what a bus stop in the style of mountain towers. They don't make Soviet bus stops here anymore, now they're made in the Chechen English style. Soviet brutalism is over. Look, and here among the trees at the first stop we have a watchtower. You can't see it very well now because of the tree branches. But here the whole riverbank stretches out, and over there is the rest of the settlement. And this one was strategically located here, just like in this whole area of the Caucasus. As we saw in the Ingushetia video, it looks very similar, and it's a watchtower with its machicolations, its 4 floors, possibly to live inside, go about daily life, and defend oneself. It dates back to the 12th and 14th centuries, according to what I read there. Do you see what I mean? The river runs through the canyon over there, and you can see everything, the whole valley and the mountains. And to my surprise, you can cross. I've never been in a tower like this, so let's go over there, let's check out this tower from the inside. Look at these tiny little windows to stick out your rifle and aim at the enemy. I didn't expect it to be open. This is a really pleasant surprise. Right now I'm on the 3rd floor. Well, the 2nd, if you count the ground floor. The 1st, this is the 2nd. Look, there's a huge door or window over here because, of course, this one had a door underneath. But when they were defensive, they were completely closed off and you had to climb up with a ladder or ropes. More windows, look. The other side of the valley, let's go, or from the riverbank. Come on, we're almost there. Whoa, I'm about to fall. We're almost at the highest floor. Wow. Wow. Look, you can see the river or the gorge over there. The truth is they had a privileged view here. It's perfectly located. Look at the Matacanes. This was in case they were besieged through here. Through these holes they would throw heavy objects or even boiling oil, whatever it took to defend themselves from the enemy and drive them away. And here, like a kind of balcony, my goodness, be careful, you could put your foot in here. And you fall. Look at the finish, at the roof, which was usually made of slate, but see how they made a kind of dome. The stones were not perfectly cut at all, as we can see in other types of architecture. Instead, they were more like big rocks, just placed one on top of the other. I think it's mortar, or well, maybe this has been renovated, maybe it's cement they've put in, but look, that's how it looked. The Chechen tower is very similar to the Ingush one, and in general to other towers we can see around here in the Caucasus. Hello.
Where is he going?
I'm going to Tsoy and then to Dagestan.
You need to register. Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Is there anyone else in the car?
No, I'm alone.
Go to the registration with your license and passport. Do you have your license there?
Yes, look.
Go with him.
Yeah. It's okay.
Have you seen how things are up in the mountains? There are a lot of these kinds of checkpoints, with Chechens who are 6 feet tall and built like a wall, armed to the teeth with automatic rifles.
Honestly, it's impressive, but not in a good way.
They ask you for your documents. I've already been stopped a couple of times, and basically, if you're a tourist, they let you through. They ask for all your information and write it down in a little notebook. There's strict control. It's true that the insurgency that used to be in the mountains has been very much controlled. Since Ramzan Kadyrov has been in power, from time to time there are incidents and there are arrests or clashes between some insurgents and the Chechen law enforcement and security forces. All the mountain villages, in all of them, practically without exception, as long as the village is a bit big and not just a hamlet with 4 houses. They all have photos of the president's father, Ahmad Kadyrov, and the current president, Ramzan Kadyrov. The cult of personality here is very strong. The road keeps getting narrower, and we go deeper into the mountains. Along this dusty road, which kicks up a lot of dust and is beautiful. Like other areas of the Caucasus, very similar, steep mountains, very green now in summer, and then small roads that cross through the gorges, and on the sides, landslides. It's very beautiful.
To Tsoy Pede, is it possible?
Yes.
Is it possible?
Yes. Park and take your documents.
All right.
Go through there to the checkpoint.
Well, I've finally arrived, well, at least to the base of where I want to go, because look, I still have all of this to climb. Whew. Also, this place is really wild.
But anyway, look at the path they have for tourists.
Whew, I've arrived at Tsoy, Pede, which is a funerary complex, one of the largest. Let me rest a bit. One of the largest necropolises in the Caucasus, with 42 crypts, dating from between the 14th and 18th centuries. Look at where it's located. You have to keep climbing up there. Check out how beautiful these mountains are. As has already become customary on these trips to the Caucasus, this is only for strong people. Imagine living here, going up and down every day. This makes you strong out of necessity. Rough, untamed, indomitable, any adjectives you want to use, wild as well. Let's keep going up. Known as the City of the Dead or Settlement of Divinity, as I mentioned before, it is one of the largest necropolises in the Caucasus. And researchers believe that this is where the organ or the Supreme Council used to meet, of these tribes and these mountain clans. What is known as Meikel? Meikel, translated, means the court of the country, and it was made up of the elders to make the most important decisions, although it wasn't always an order that had to be followed. On some occasions, they were purely advice and guidelines or common points that the clans had to follow. And other times it was indeed mandatory and had to be strictly followed. Look, this one here, the board is covered. First time I've seen this, wow, it's huge. You can really tell that since it covers the period from the 14th to the 18th century, the buildings aren't uniform or the same. They're a bit different from each other. For example, these here aren't the same as the ones we have on the hill across from us.
The others are purely rectangular with an opening, and these have something like an arch. Look, 2 niches. Wow. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Yes, the light reaches the skulls there. All the bones piled up. This is what a crypt looked like. They had something like a shelf. I imagine it was to place the deceased there. I don't know if they would also put them underneath and make it like a floor. And here's another one. Here underneath another one was hidden. I'm going to keep exploring. Wow, this one really had several levels. 1, 2, 3, and then another one down there. Wow, spectacular. As we already saw in the video about North Ossetia, the city of Dark Faz, it's incredible to think about how they developed this burial method. I guess this doesn't just happen here in the Caucasus, obviously, but look at how high up we are. We're at the top of the hill, and here at the very top, practically on this central hill, surrounded by huge mountains, is where they decided to build this funerary complex. Here's another one, damn. If you're not careful, you'll fall off, you know? That's already a ravine over there. After this crypt here, the rest is just a ravine that leads down to the river. As a curiosity, they found protective swastikas here. Let me see if I can find them, because I don't know where they are. And also some petroglyphs, as well as one decorated with mosaics of what is believed to be St. George. And up there is the defense tower, which is what protected this whole settlement. Let's go over there. According to what I've read, some of the 40 crypts here are very, very deep. Most of them are at ground level, but there are many that are dug deep into the ground. Wow. It's not easy, huh? Getting here, this is tourism. I was going to say extreme, but not in a good way. As long as you're in decent shape, it's enough. But look at this. What a path, and look where you have to climb from. The cars are over there. Damn, it's just spectacular. What a view. And there, in the distance, there's what looks like another tower. How could they build it there? Amazing. Well, we've arrived, and once again we're lucky. It's open, so we can see firsthand what the tower was like inside. What looks like a small seat, wow, and the panoramic view. Look up there, up there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see it with the camera. Wow. But there's even more. Wow. This was open, this spectacular tower. This is lost in the mountains. You can't even imagine it. It's not easy at all to get here. It's in a very inaccessible location, if it weren't for the fact that there's a road that more or less brings you here. I don't even want to imagine how people in the past managed it, taking days or weeks to get here. And then, what it must have meant to survive here, just getting by day to day, was a real feat. Wow, I just got a flat. I can't believe it. Well, time to change the tire. That's how it goes, right? This needs to be changed. Oh man. I haven't changed the tire in years. And now here I am in the middle of Chechnya, in an area with no signal, with military trucks passing by like the one that's about to come.
Do you need help?
No, I can manage on my own.
Did you get a flat tire?
Yes, that's it. I'll be here. Honestly, it's happened to me before on these roads. Last year I didn't get such a bad flat. Look at this one though. The tire is completely deflated. It went flat in just a minute. Last year I lost pressure and ended up fixing it at a workshop. I was more or less able to get out of the mountain and reach the city to the workshop, but there's no other way. This is the mountain. Who would have thought that I would end up changing a tire in Chechnya? Well, I got it now. In the end, I was here for about 15 minutes, 20 at most, I think. The bad thing is that this changes the plans. Now, well, first I have to go back to a workshop or something. I was planning to keep crossing the mountain towards Dagestan. But no, I'm not going to risk it, because now without a spare tire, if I get a flat, I'll be stuck in places with no signal or anything. I'll see what I do. Well, on the way back to civilization. There are still a couple of things left to see, so at least before it gets dark, let's make the most of it and do something else. Let's keep going, let's not lose our spirits, damn it, and let's hope nothing else like this happens. Let's see, because in the first little town I found, 12 minutes from where I got the flat tire. There has to be a workshop, it says right there, a shinomontage for changing tires. Let's hope it's open because it's 5 o'clock and let's hope it can be fixed. This is the place, let's see if it's open. Damn, this looks like it's closed, damn it. It's completely closed. That sucks. Well, here in the little town where I stopped to fix the tire shop wasn't open. And we came across this huge fortress, also part of Chechen tradition. It's been rebuilt today, but it dates back to the 10th or 12th century. It also has a defensive tower back there in the background, 18 meters high. Look at these square constructions. A fortress that was here in the river valley. It was probably a crossing point along one of these secondary branches of the Silk Road, the trade route. Wow, let's see. Oh, hi. Is there any light?
Over there on the right.
You scared me. Can I record?
Yes.
That's how they lived, right? Was it a house?
Yes, that's how Chechens used to live before. Hello, do you speak Russian?
Yes, I know Russian. I'm traveling and recording. I'm interested in this.
I scared you.
Yes, I got scared.
Are we bothering you?
No. Am I bothering you?
No, everything's fine.
I'm Spanish.
Spanish? This was a residential tower. That's how the Chechens lived. That was the kitchen. Over there was the guest area. This is where they lived, where they talked, ate, slept.
What is that?
To store grain, flour.
And when was it built? In the 12th or 14th century?
From the 14th to the 6th century, renovated in 2011.
Do you know what this was for?
No idea. Here you would put the corn, turn it, and it would separate the kernels either for planting or for making flour. In this one, corn flour was made, and that one was for making flour.
Yes, I know that one. Not the corn one.
This is wild goat skin, you can touch it. It's nice.
The Chechens used furs a lot, right?
Yes, they kept you warm. Do you know why the door was so small?
No, why?
For safety. If an enemy was seen, they had to crouch down and were more vulnerable.
Wow.
He couldn't stand upright. Before there were doors, they used skins to cover it. This is a pitcher. Women use this to fetch water. It holds 6 to 8 liters. The older the woman was, the bigger the pitcher. The eldest women carried it tied with a rope like a handbag. The youngest women carried it on their shoulders. That's how they carried it. When it was full, it was quite heavy.
I can imagine how hard it was. What material is it?
It's copper. Let me show you something. I don't know if you know it. We use this type of cradle a lot in Chechnya. It's very good for posture. The baby is completely tied up. When the baby sleeps tied up, if they wake up and see that they can't move, they go back to sleep. But when the baby's hands are free, they twitch, scratch, and don't sleep long. When their hands are free, they move, scratch themselves, and don't sleep much. Tied up, they can easily sleep for 2 or 3 hours. And when the baby tries to untie themselves, they strengthen their muscles.
That's why they're so strong, right? Now I understand everything. This is their secret.
We usually put it near the wall so the baby can rock themselves and fall asleep. That way they rock and sleep.
Wow, until what age do they use it?
In the past, up to 2 or 3 years old. It depends on the baby's size. There weren't diapers before, so with this tube and a bowl underneath, the baby stayed dry.
Oh wow, what a system. Interesting.
The bowl had to be underneath, right there. There weren't any pacifiers either, so they would hang a piece of salted fat from a string for the baby. My little brother and I grew up in a crib like that, and so did she. It's very good.
It's the first time I've seen it.
They used to be smaller, so they could be carried on the shoulder. You could say they served as both a cradle and a stroller. Look, these are our national carpets with a typical pattern. Mothers taught their daughters carpet weaving from a young age. When it was time to get married, she had to weave 3. 1 for herself, 1 for her mother, and 1 for her in-laws. It was a tedious job. It took 9 months to make the 3 carpets. And the patterns were the girl's own creations. She expressed her fantasies through the carpets. And the suitor's relatives would come to analyze the patterns and get to know her that way.
They were different, right? It depended on the girl.
Yes, on her imagination. The husband's relatives would study the girl's psyche like that.
They would get an idea of what she was like, you know? If she would be difficult, calm.
That's right.
And they used this for weaving.
The tables were low because that way your stomach would close and you would eat less.
Can I sit down?
Yes, of course. The floor wasn't firm, so the tables and chairs had 3 legs so they wouldn't wobble.
What a beautiful design on the plate.
Is it Chechen too?
Yes, you can touch it. They're old, from the 17th century, and the pots are from the 6th century.
Really? From the times of Imam Mansur and Imam Shamil?
Are you Muslim?
I'm a believer, but not Muslim.
You look like it. We thought you came from Israel or somewhere around there. You look Arab.
Well, you're right. People from the Mediterranean Sea region look a lot alike.
That's the tower that wasn't renovated in 2011, only the roof was. You can see the renovation there. The dark stones are the oldest ones.
Ah, I see.
The lighter ones are from the renovation.
Are there more rooms?
Yes, the bedroom.
Are those petroglyphs?
Correct. The architect left the imprint of his hand. It's estimated that this one is about 3,000 years old.
The first inhabitants?
It could be not the inhabitant, but the architect, the builder.
I've seen this before, their traditional clothing.
Yes, it's called a burqa. It was the Arabic style of the time. It protected from the wind, rain, cold. Here it had a stick. It could be used as a tarp and keep 3 men dry. They were also used to protect the horses.
How long did it take to make one?
That rug took 3 months, and this one I would say even more, from 5 to 7 months.
And this was the bedroom.
Yes, the children slept there and the parents here.
And the grandparents?
In another separate room for the elders. On the 3rd floor, there used to be the guest room.
On the 2nd floor, the bedroom, and on the 1st, the living room and kitchen.
If the son got married, he would move with his family to the other tower we saw earlier. They all lived in the same area.
Ah, here they have a small museum.
Yes, a small exhibition.
Oh, what luck to find these girls who explained everything to me so well. I really didn't expect it at all. Look at these classic weapons. Daggers were considered part of the courage and manliness of warriors, their weapons, and they were passed down from generation to generation. Look at the classic clothing too, like we saw in the Adeguea video. They look very similar. The same goes for the women's bodices. For women, right? I was in Adeguea and it looked very similar. Why is that?
They were all mountain people, neighbors, sharing traditions, culture, clothing, weapons.
They used this to sew. Look at those pins, those thimbles. Well, that's all right.
Yes, there are only 3 rooms.
Excellent. It's been very interesting. How much does it cost?
100 rubles.
All right.
If you don't have it, it's okay.
I have it. Give me a second.
It's not necessary.
Please, no, I want to pay for it. It was very interesting.
You came from far away. It's on us.
Please, don't be offended. I'll be right back. Hello?
Hello, where are you from?
I'm Spanish.
Spanish?
Yes.
Really, Spanish?
Yes.
Great, that's good. Did you like the mountains?
Yes. I came here specifically to learn a little more about your town.
Very well. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm very interested in your town. It's an honor to be able to visit these places. By the way, do you know where I can get something to eat?
There's a cafe over there on the road. Do you see it? I'm going to call so they can open for you.
Here you go, please. That's not necessary. Please, Victor.
Here's your change, please.
No, it's for you.
But you are our guest.
Thank you very much. I don't know, maybe to buy something for the children?
Thank you.
Thank you all. Okay, I'm going to get something to eat.
It's okay. Take care. I'm on my way there, you know?
Yes, he's waiting. Cross the bridge and you'll find him.
Thank you. Well, and now really look so you can see what a typical Chechen mountain village looks like. Well, now let's take a walk if I can, a bit more. What I was going to say is that I'm going to eat something at this cafe that the locals recommended to me since I've spent the whole day just drinking water. Yesterday I overate, but it's no big deal. Let's see what they serve here. I've heard they have traditional Chechen food. Hello? Hi, I wanted to eat something. Is that possible?
Of course.
Let's see what they have. Manti.
We have Sherpa, we have zhijigal, meat with pasta. It's typical Chechen cuisine.
One of those, please.
Meat with pasta?
Yes, is the portion big?
For one person.
That's fine, thank you.
Zhijigal.
Yes, I've tried it. Well, that's it. Look at how people live here. In the restaurant you go out and you have cows, horses, the mountain, the tower. That's just what I needed to continue. You can feel the peace here, huh? In the middle of the mountain. Am I the first Spaniard eating here, or is there a lot of tourism?
There are a lot of tourists, Germans, from all these countries. My daughter lives in Germany. They came here by car for a month. They already left to take the kids to school. I've been to Germany twice, also to Italy, Poland, and Turkey.
That's great. This portion is for real men.
Yes.
Here you have it. The typical Chechen food that I had already tried, but this time in a village here, lost in the mountains. The meat is served, then the soup, which I think is garlic, and this, which they call galushki, which is corn dough. If I'm not mistaken, that's it. As always, to your health, right? Just like always. It's a very simple dish, but strong. The garlic, soups, the carbs, and the meat. Very tasty, thank you.
Here, I leave you the honey, the jam.
All this is from here, right?
Yes.
This is your typical empanada, right? Is it with cheese?
With ricotta cheese.
And it has honey, right? Oh no, it's butter. I add the sweet part myself.
This is natural honey from around here, and this is raspberry, which also grows nearby. This is a very healthy mix of herbs. There are many herbs. It has a lot. Ivan chai, even blueberry.
The garlic soup is strong. I've already finished the meat, and now let's move on to dessert with the mountain tea. Here we have honey, well, raspberry, and this, which is like a kind of cottage cheese pastry. I'm sure it's amazing. Right from the cows. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Now with a full stomach, it's going to get dark soon. My plan, if we hadn't gotten a flat tire, was to go through the mountains all the way to Dagestan. But, well, you have to do what you have to do. And I'll probably have to go back, most likely to Grozny or some big city in the valley in Chechnya. So they can change my tire and tomorrow I can get it done and head toward Dagestan. That's my plan. Let's see how the tire is. Hopefully they can fix it and I can go through the mountains. If not, I'll have to improvise. That's it with these views of this mountain village. They just called Alrezo in a different way actually than they do in Grozny and in Chali where I was today. In fact, I don't know how to say it, more like a mountain style, and I think I heard a woman's voice also calling Alrezo. This is what the village looks like, and I think we'll say goodbye from here. From this bridge, with the mosque and the fortress and the tower in the background and the imposing Caucasus Mountains. Stay tuned, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.